The number one thing you need to be doing right now to secure a successful retirement. This is based on data. That's the number one thing you need to be doing right this very minute, right now. It's never too early to start. And I'm going to tell you what it is. And you're going to be surprised, actually. All right, so last night in the Locals live stream, we talked about this. I read an article from the National Bureau of Economic Research that talked about satisfaction in retirement. So successful retirement, I think we'd define that as what? Are you happy? Are you comfortable in retirement? If the answer is yes, all right, that you're happy and comfortable, you're satisfied in retirement, then that would be a successful retirement. If the answer is no, that you're not satisfied, you're not happy in retirement, that'd be a non-successful retirement. I think we can agree with this, all right? So retirement satisfaction is the determination of success. I would agree with that. Right? Would you agree with that? I think so. Because I don't care how much money you have, if you're not satisfied, if you're not happy in retirement, you could be freaking, Mr. Burns. That's not a good retirement. All right. So satisfaction in retirement. You don't have to have much money if you're satisfied in retirement. That's a better retirement than Mr. Burns, who's got freaking billions of dollars from the nuclear power plant. So then I saw this article just this morning I was reading from right here. Retirees' Financial Planning Horizon and Retirement Satisfaction by this guy, professor at Coastal Carolina University. An interesting article. I think he didn't miss it. What's the word I'm looking for? I think he overlooked the blindingly obvious, though, and that's okay. And again, I'm not saying he did deliberately or anything like that. I was surprised when I read this one sentence, and I was like, that was not the focus of the paper. His premise was that people who do financial plans are more satisfied in retirement, and I 100% think that's true. But I think that's a correlation with more people who do financial plans and retirement plans probably have more money. And as such, a little bit more wealth will probably lead you to be a more satisfied in retirement. Not for everybody, I grant you, but still. But there's a blindingly obvious thing he just kind of, not overlooked, but he didn't focus on. I was surprised by that. All right, so let's go to this article here. NBER, National Bureau of Economic Research, Dateline, October 2020. We got, I never heard of this guy, Peter Hudomiet. I don't know what that is, but some kind of French name, I guess. I'm very familiar with these two legends, Suzanne Rowetter and Michael Hurd. And anything they write, I want to read. That's just a fact. So I'm very familiar with these guys. Anyway, so it's interesting. We're going to kind of go down here, and we're going to show you the abstract. We examine the age profile of life satisfaction in the U.S. population aged 65 and older in the Health Retirement Survey or study, and find increasing life satisfaction at older age in cross-section. But based on the longitudinal dimension of HRS life satisfaction, significantly declines with age, and the rate of decline accelerates with age. Widowing and health shocks play an important role in this decline. Individuals with higher life satisfaction and in better health tend to live longer and to remain in the survey. So individuals with a higher life satisfaction and in better health. See that correlation there? Anyway, the premise of this survey is that we have two different surveys, essentially. We're looking at two different data sets. One's the longitudinal. All right, they follow Josh when he's 50, when he's 52, they 54, 56, and so on and so on. The other is just a random survey of people today. That's a cross-sectional. The longitudinal one, we're following individual people. I always like the longitudinal one. I was actually surprised, about the retirement satisfaction on the longitudinal one. And this kind of led to this guy, too. Same kind of thing. He did a longitudinal study where he's following these people year over year. You're following these people year over year, every couple of years. The same people, if that makes sense. How are you satisfied in retirement? And interesting. Just going back here. Individuals with higher life satisfaction and in better health tend to live longer and to remain in the survey. So what happens here is that the cross-sectional survey, the people with less life satisfaction are dying off. That's just all there is to it. And the reason they have less life satisfaction is what? They're dying. They're not in good health. So let me show you what I'm talking about. The gradient in life satisfaction across wealth and income quartiles is similar. Gradient is the steeper the satisfaction is. All right, so the gradient is the steeper it is, or the flatter it is. The gradient in life satisfaction across wealth and income quartiles is similar, although somewhat steeper in wealth. So basically, the wealthier you are, the more life satisfaction you're going to have relative to the income flow that you have. All right, that's interesting. But check this out. The difference in life satisfaction between the lowest and highest wealth quartiles is 0.7. The gradient with respect to education is smaller. So basically, no matter how well you're educated, the life satisfaction doesn't vary that much. All right, the income level varies a little bit, and then the wealth varies more. All right, so wealth is a determination of your life satisfaction. Education is not. Income level is a small determination. But check this out. Self-rated health shows a very strong gradient. There is more than one full category of life satisfaction between excellent and poor health, which is about 3 times the difference between the bottom and the top wealth quartiles. All right, so we have education doesn't really, your level of education doesn't change your life satisfaction much. Income changes a little bit. The higher the income, the more life satisfied, but not on a steep gradient. Wealth is a steeper gradient than income, which is a steeper gradient than education. Wealth gradient is relatively steep. In fact, I think they said, 0.37 here? Yeah, right here. The difference in life satisfaction between the lowest and highest wealth grade is 0.37. That's a gradient. Make up your mind, buddy. You're just driving me crazy this morning. He's got ants in his pants. It's freezing out there, Finn. I can't keep doing this. It's freezing. Freezing. It's like freaking negative. It's cold as a witch's teat. It's cold as a witch's teat. But self-related health shows a very strong gradient. There is more than one full category of life satisfaction between excellent and poor, which is about 3 times the difference between the top and bottom of wealth quartiles. The gradient in terms of what makes a life satisfaction is your health. If you are in good shape, you're inherently satisfied with your life in retirement in this case. If you're in bad shape, you're not satisfied. Nothing else comes close to this one thing. And then we factor in this. This is where this guy missed it. Well, he didn't miss it. It's just a surprise he didn't see the obvious. I'm going to take my hat off. Man, my hair is a mess. Sue me. Right here. The strongest correlation of retirement satisfaction is health. And nothing comes close. Health, retirement satisfaction, 0.40. And nothing even comes close in this in terms of the correlation. I mean, we got the highest other one would be age, 0.19. He has education, 0.18, which is the other one didn't have education. And being white is 0.17. Wealth is 0.11. And it's the strongest correlation of satisfaction in retirement. Nothing comes close. And here too, self-rated health shows a very strong gradient. There's more than one full category of life satisfaction between excellent and poor, which is about 3 times the difference between it's the same thing this guy shows. So we've got the strongest correlation, 0.4%, 40% correlation between your health and your retirement satisfaction. If you're male, it's only 3% correlation. If you're white, it's 17% correlation. If you're married, it's 15%. If the education, in this case, is 18%, which is different from what these other guys said. Wealth is only 12%, and your age is 18%. Nothing comes close to health. It's insane. So I want to show you something here. This is where it gets nuts. This is a cross-sectional, and this cross-sectional is different than longitudinal. Cross-sectional, we're just taking a random poll of people today, all right? And they're saying, check this out. That doesn't mean cross-sectional is wrong, by the way. It just is a different poll, a different survey. So two surveys with groups of people. One is you're following the same people through a course of life, and one is you're just saying, today, how do you feel? That neither are necessarily right or wrong. It's just interesting. The patterns are consistent with the literature in that life satisfaction monotonically increases after age 51. Life satisfaction increases after age 51. The increase is steepest between age 57 and 65, around the time when most individuals retire. Isn't that interesting? At age 65, the increase is more modest, from about 3.89 on a factor of a scale of 5. at age 65 to about 3.96 at 89. A statistically significant increase. Not a huge increase, but statistically significant. Anyway, the pattern right here, the increase in life satisfaction is steepest between the age 57 and 65. That's when you're going to be your healthiest, most likely, and you just retired. All right. And so you're saying, man, I'm working. I got to get out of here. Maybe you won't be your healthiest. Maybe you'll be in your least healthy, and you're saying, I got to quit. I'm going to get in better shape, and you're freaking starting to get satisfied in your life. Dude, it's crazy, man. You can't waste these years. This is what I'm trying to say. You can't waste these years, 57 to 65, in some crappy old job, because those are the times where you're going to be most active, most go-getter, like not go-getter financial, but go-getter to enjoy your life. You can't waste those some crap. I mean, you might need to have to. You might have leveraged your future to the hilt and you got all this crap you got to pay for. But if you don't have to, you can't waste these years away. These are the most important years, man. And as such, what happens now, you'll see there's a steep gradient from 57 to 65, but then the gradient starts leveling off as you get older. Check this out. The mortality probabilities are exponentially increasing, reaching about 20% by the age of 89. So 20% of the people at 89 die, all right? And they're significantly higher among those who are less satisfied with their lives, all right, than they are with those who are satisfied. Again, it's all based on health. And it makes sense. If your health is good... All right, no, we're not standing... Look at this guy. He's just like, I just want to go outside, Dad. It's freezing out. We're not doing that. No. Oh, my goodness. Who wants a dog? Anybody? But yeah, there he is. He's like, Dad. Look at that tail. Look at him. It's such a... He knows we're talking about him. Look at that tail. He's like looking back and forth. I know you're talking about your dad. Here he comes. Anyway. The healthier you are, the longer you're going to live. Shocking, right? And the longer and the better your life satisfaction is. It's just that simple. So right here, the mortality probabilities are exponentially increasing. We talked about that. On average, the 2-year mortality rate is 4.4% among those who are completely or very satisfied, or completely satisfied with their lives, while 7.3% or 66% higher among those who are not satisfied with their lives. Isn't that crazy? Those who are more satisfied with their lives live longer. Yep. And make up a larger fraction of the sample of older ages. So the cross-sectional, we have a case where the older you are, the more satisfied of your life. Why? Because the people who weren't satisfied with their life died off, and they're not in the survey. Because they've been dying off. The mortality for less healthier people, and people who are less satisfied with their lives, was 66% higher mortality rates than people who are satisfied with their lives, and we know the biggest correlation of satisfaction is health. Crazy. Interestingly enough, here we're taking the longitudinal study. We're following the same group of people over time. Life satisfaction substantially declines with age from 3.91 at age 65 to 3.52. Remember, on a scale of 5. At age of 89, a decline of 0.39 or 0.45 standard deviation. This is large contrast with cross-sectional patterns. All right, so as they get older and they get less healthy, their life satisfaction continues. It just drops and drops and drops and drops. Now, there's a significantly higher mortality rate for those people. They're dying off and dying off. But the ones who do remain alive, their life satisfaction is worse. Why? Because they're not healthy. They're just not. And health is by far and away the number one determinant of satisfaction in retirement. There's just no two ways around it. Conclusion, we found the rate of decline in life satisfaction accelerates as individuals age, possibly because the fraction of individuals experience negative life events increases with age. The events we studied, being a widow, so my wife dies, that's not going to improve my life satisfaction, and health shocks, such as newly developed, you can't do the 6 activities of daily living, bathing, brushing, transferring, and all that stuff. So that's what they say. So all of a sudden you got health shocks that something went wrong. Play an important role in the decline in life satisfaction at older ages. Controlling for them reduces the estimated decline in life satisfaction at age 65 by a third. Controlling for health shocks reduces the estimated decline in life satisfaction by about a third. Hey, overall, Knucklehead. Overall, our results suggest that the optimistic picture about well-being among older people is based on cross-sectional data and is misleading. Those with lower levels of life satisfaction die younger, and those who survive experience declining life satisfaction as they age because they're getting less healthy. Research on the well-being of older persons needs to account for selection due to differential survival and differential non-response, and public policy that aims to improve the well-being of the older populations to be based on such research. So you got to start getting in shape, man. When's the last time you took a walk? When's the last time you just said, I'm not going to have a beer for my dinner? You got to start getting in shape. And that doesn't mean you got to go to the gym every day, but just take a walk. Breathe the fresh air. You got to get out there. You got to be getting some sun. Go for a swim. You lose some weight. You've got to start doing this. If you want to be happy in retirement, you have to do this. There's just no other way around that. We survey people, and they say the same thing. If I am in better shape, I'm happier. Has nothing to do so much with income, a little bit to do with wealth. Well, I mean, more than a little. Has nothing to do with education attainment. It has to, again, a little bit to income, a little bit of wealth, but the biggest one is health. Stop drinking alcohol. Alcohol is a horrible thing, dude. Horrible thing. You can drink it, but it's a horrible on your body and it's horrible on your wealth too. That's just a fact. Oh, it's nice to you, teetotaler. Yeah, I am a teetotaler. You know how much money I save because I don't drink? How many freaking false carbs I don't have? Empty carbs, empty calories. You know what I'm saying? Just give up alcohol. Try it. Give up cigarettes. Try eating from home, man. Cook your own food. Man, you'll lose weight and you'll be happier. I can't tell you how many people have emailed me after they retired. They've lost weight, their blood pressure is down. They're just feeling great. They're ready to freaking bust the world. They're like, I'm here. I'm here. I can't say it. And I'm going to take, I can't, it's, oh my God. It's old Rush Limbaugh. I used to do this. I'm here. I'm something. And it's so funny, man. I think the Simpsons did it too. I'm here. I'm gonna get more beers or something like that. Pretty funny. All right. Anyway, love to hear your thoughts on this. This is good stuff. And go for a walk. Turn off the freaking news. Turn off the football game, and go for a walk. I'm not saying you can't watch football, but if you're gonna watch 3 games on Saturday and another 3 games on Sunday, and you're eating a bunch of crap, do yourself a favor and go for a walk. All right. Just get some fresh air. All right, God bless. Love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.